In this video we will be talking about ecosystems and ecosystem services, and in particular we'll be looking at forests and trees and the important services they provide for you and I. So what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem explores all the living things that exist in an area, whether that be plants, animals or other organisms, and how they interact with the non-living things, the soil, the climate, the weather. So for example, the plants and animals in my garden are heavily influenced by the weather we get in this part of the UK and also the soil upon which this garden sits. An ecosystem can be studied at various scales, so it could be these reed beds, it could be this pond here, my whole garden, or even the whole village in which I live. Ecosystems with a more varied and diverse structure tend to be more resilient to adverse impacts such as drought, flooding or pollution incidents. Our most diverse ecosystem on land anyway are our tropical rainforests. You've probably all heard about the Amazon rainforest. This has an amazing array of wildlife. It supports over 1,000 species of bird, 40,000 species of plants, and at the last time we're counting, at least 2.5 million species of insects. Now the reason that it can support so much wildlife is due to the climatic impact. As we say, it's found on the tropics, and there's a lot of sunshine coming into that area which provides lots of energy to support all those plants and animals. This also leads to a very diverse structure, canopy structure, so there's lots of homes and niches for various birds, animals and other types of wildlife. Even in my garden here, you may be able to hear, there's lots of birds utilising the trees around us. Besides being good for wildlife, ecosystems are part of our natural wealth. They provide trillions of pounds of services to us every year in the form of ecosystem services. They're very much part of our health, wealth and well-being. So although trees and forests, they produce goods such as timber, they also produce other products such as, in this case, my apple tree. I've got apples growing for the autumn. But that's only part of the picture. They are an essential part of the carbon cycle, bringing down carbon dioxide from the air and turning that into carbon, storing it away in the form of leaves, wood and the soil. They also produce oxygen, of course, and are part of the water cycle, taking water through their roots from the soil and releasing it back into the atmosphere. Finally, they are part of nature. It's where we go to relax or even take recreational activities such as cycling, running and tree climbing. So they're so important for our health, wealth and well-being. So we need to protect our forests and trees, not just for the sake of our wildlife, but for our own sake. They provide vital services which we depend upon them. If we didn't have our forests, we couldn't exist. So next time you see a tree, you might want to give it a hug and say thank you. I think I'm going to take advantage of an ecosystem service myself and have a bit of a recreational break in my hammock here, supported by trees. In the meantime, you can explore our activities, looking at food chains and how to make clothing from natural products.